Hi, so about a month ago I made this video talking about my trans experience and how I wanted to document it more, and in maybe like 20 minutes I'm gonna head off and have a conversation with a doctor about getting on testosterone, which is so fun. And I thought I'd do a little video, a little recording before that, talking about like how I've gotten to that point and like my expectations, and then I'll do something after just to like debrief the situation. So shortly after posting that last video, I put a thing on my story being like, hey, has anyone got any idea on how the hell I get on testosterone in Brighton? And I got a ton of replies. A lot of them said gender GP, a lot of them said privatised healthcare, which no, that's scary. But then someone suggested that there's a doctor in Brighton as a part of a certain GP who can actually prescribe it for me, and I don't think it's entirely free. I think if I get, there's like a certain letter you can get that lets you get it for free, but this doctor can prescribe it for you and does the blood test for free and will do the injections, and that's really exciting because all the other options I've heard are so expensive and time consuming. There's all these wait lists and costs, and I CBO of any of that. So yeah, I signed up to the GP practice and I'm gonna see them today. And that is so crazy because I came out when I was 12 and I've waited so long for this. So yeah, that's why there's so much hype behind it. It's really scary, and I don't know, it doesn't feel real. I had a dream about it last night. I had a dream about it where I was meant to be at the appointment, but then I got caught up doing something else and it means I didn't go, and it just kind of felt normal. It just kind of felt like, oh, it wouldn't have happened anyway. So I didn't really like think much into it, and then I was like, oh, like I missed it. I woke up and I was like, I missed it, and then I checked the time and I haven't missed it. It's like in half an hour and I need to leave. It's actually really insane because I thought the place I was meant to go to was ages away, but turns out they have a surgery like down the road, like 5 minutes from me, which is super duper useful. Also ignore my wet hair. I don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, it's very cool. I'm gonna go and get ready and put on some rings or something and some shoes and a little jacket and go off and see if I can get hormones injected into my body once a month. That's kind of the whole video. Hopefully when I get back I'll talk more into it, because there's a lot more, like, it's not as simple as just going there and getting it done every month. There's a lot of complexities with like my family and with, well, that's kind of it, to be honest. They're the main hurdle. But yeah, no, I will talk about it and I will report back my findings, and yeah, wish me luck.
I'm out of here.
Right, I'm back. Where do I even start? It was really crazy. I got a lot of information that I wasn't expecting to get. It was a lot more than just talking about testosterone, which I didn't think would happen. But I think that's because in my mind, like, that's been my main goal. But when I properly called them up and said I want a meeting, they said, what do you want to talk about? And I was like, being trans. So I got there. I went into the office and he sat me down and he started talking about like kind of all the different parts to being trans and accessing healthcare, which was really like useful. We talked about having my name changed on the system, which it's being changed, which is so fun. Having my gender marker changed, which I need to call them up for soon. Having my title changed. And it's just so refreshing that next time I have an issue I can call up my doctors and use my actual proper name rather than my dead name, which, yeah, it's comforting. Then we talked about dysphoria and I had a little cry, and that's okay. I talked about how I want top surgery on being hormones, how I maybe want bottom surgery, but I'm not sure because I don't like the options I have right now. I initially thought that by going through this route I would have to get the testosterone from that GP and do it all with him and have to pay for it. But he told me about this organisation, I can't remember what they're called, but they're connected to WellBN. And he sent me their email, and I get it for free. Like, I would be getting testosterone for free, which is awesome, and I did not expect that at all. I expected maybe like pay for the subscription through him, maybe like 40 quid a month, I don't know, which like is quite a lot as a uni student. I already pay for so much shit, I don't need to be paying for that on top of it. But yeah, no, I just have to email the place and that's it. They do it for me. There's a 2-week waiting list. 2 weeks is nothing. It's mad, and I'm genuinely blown away at how easy it is for me, and I feel like I'm in such a place of privilege, considering what's happening in the US at the moment for trans people, what's happening all over the world for trans people. Thinking about like queer people in war zones who have no chance in hell of accessing this, and I'm so grateful that I can, and I don't know, it makes me feel bad for complaining about it in relation to my family. The thing is, like, I don't know if my mum knows that I'm still gonna go on testosterone. Like, I must have talked about it years ago in a kind of like, I'm my own person and I'm gonna do this eventually. But like, she doesn't know that I'm doing it now, and I'm really scared for that. I don't know, there's gonna be a day where I call her up and I'm gonna have this horrible conversation where I tell her that one day I'm gonna come home with a beard and an Adam's apple. And like, that's not a bad thing, that's awesome. I'm so hyped, my camera battery's running out, hang on. Yeah, anyway, that is an amazing thing that I can get that, but I don't know, it's just gonna be a scary conversation, and I really don't want to have to do that. I kind of wish I could just tell her and she'd be happy for me, because like, I know that that's gonna make me feel shit about doing it, even though like I need to do it and I'm gonna do it anyway. But yeah, no, that freaks me out, so I think I might tell her after Christmas, because I'm a bit scared of being disowned and I want a good roast dinner. I kind of just need to email this place now. I don't know if I do that with you guys. Like, it was weird. It was weird him just telling me like, hey, you can go on this thing that you've waited for since you were 12 for free, like totally for free, in a matter of weeks. Okay, bye. And then just leaving with that information, and I'm just like, I didn't expect that at all. It's really freaky. It's really freaking me out. Like, I can't believe it. Part of me thinks it's not actually gonna happen. I had some more talking points for this video, but I kind of feel like maybe I'll do that in another video. I kind of just want this to be about like this particular moment in my transition. But I've had like a really good month for being trans for me. I got my first haircut that wasn't from my mum, which was really affirming, and I got it shorter, as short as I wanted, which was nice. I've written some really good songs about being trans. I've never felt like I can do that at home. Like, I don't know, I've always been scared that they're gonna read between the lines if they hear me playing upstairs, and being in a house without my family, it's really nice because I can just express myself. I'm so happy I've moved out finally. It's so good. I got like a teeny bit hate crimed. I don't know if you'd call it a hate crime. I was at work and I was doing the bins, and these guys like are calling for me. They're like, "Oi, miss," and I'm like, I've not been misgendered at work at this point at all, so I'm kind of like, oh, they're not talking to me, and they keep yelling. They're like, "Oi, miss," and I look up to be like, what's going on, like, who are you talking to? And they're looking at me and they're like, "Oi, miss, can we buy this, like, it's like a crate of beers we haven't put out yet, so obviously no, you can't buy it." They're like, "Oi, can we buy this crate of beers?" And I'm like, oh, I'm not a miss, but I don't know about that. Just as a like, you caught me off guard and I'm telling you like, this is like, just so you don't feel stupid or whatever. Well, they will feel, but like, just so you know, like, which if a cis person did it would be perfectly normal, but because I've done it, they went oh, there's no need to get all political on us, and they were like really nasty about it, and they were like, oh, let's not shop here, let's not give this place any of our business, and they like storm out and they're like, "Bye, miss," and I'm just like, who are you? Like, they were grown-ass men, they were huge, and I was just shitting myself.
Clap if you feel safe. Oh.
Yeah, it was scary, but I don't know what to call that. It's kind of like, the midway between, it's not quite a hate crime because I don't feel like they attacked me, they were just like really disrespectful and aggressive, but also I wouldn't call it a microaggression because it wasn't quite micro. That was weird though. I've never dealt with stuff like that, and maybe it's because I'm in a big city, but yeah, that was mad. What else was I even going to talk about today? I kind of don't know. Maybe it's for the best I shut up so I like have less to edit, because I really CBA right now. Anyway, I think I'm gonna write this email and then tidy my room. Yeah, I'll update you, I don't know. Okay, I've written the email. I don't know if I should show it just because like I don't know if I'm allowed to share the email address. Ignore the wonky camera angles, by the way, like I'm not good at filming. But yeah, I'm gonna send, like right now, like wait. Just sent. This is literally insane. This is so crazy for me. Like, I'm just so confused at how like I could do all of this today, and now I'm gonna be on hormones for the rest of my life. Most likely. No, automatic reply. Hello.